always our problems, and you just never solve them, cause you always in drama. It's alarming, it's alarming. Girl, I just need clarity. Can you just let me breathe? Oh, I don't wanna let you in, but it's too late now.
Ladies and gentlemen, transfer deadline day is upon us, and Brandon Hanlan looks set to join Wrexham from Wycombe Wanderers. Now, I've seen the rumours come out for this a bit more a few days prior and stuff like that. I didn't really want to report on it, just due to the fact that it was just rumours at that point, and I wanted something that was more dead certain, if I'm honest. But it looks set to happen. It's rumoured at the moment that Brandon Hanlan is in Wales after being reported last night of, you know, there was no medical taking place, and, you know, it was only going to happen if Wycombe Wanderers were to sign someone. But it is believed at the moment that Brandon Hanlan is in Wales and is set to join Wrexham. Now, what do we know about Brandon Hanlan is the main question. Now, you've just got to go over to his player profile, really, and look at his transfer history. So he started off and graduated from Charlton's under-18s team to the first team in July 1st, 2016. Then in January 20th, 2017, Brandon Hanlan went from Charlton to Bromley on loan and returned March 10th, 2017. In August 31st, 2017, he then went from Charlton to Colchester United on loan and returned January 14th, 2018. He then went back out on loan to Bromley again, February 1st, 2018, and returned May 31st, 2018. He then went from Charlton to Gillingham on a free transfer in July 2nd, 2018, and then he went from Gillingham to Bristol Rovers in September 10th, 2020, and went from Bristol Rovers to Wycombe in August 26th, 2021, which he seems to be at Wycombe right now. Now, looking into last season's stats in the 2022-23 season, he played 34 games in League One, scored 3 goals, registered 1 assist, played a total of 1,906 minutes. Now, he can play on the right wing, the left wing, he can play as a second striker, he can play centre forward, but obviously predominantly he is a striker. He played 1 game in the EFL Trophy and 1 game in the FA Cup, not really doing anything if I'm honest. But then you go on to this season's stats, he's played 5 games, registered 1 assist, played 119 minutes, but he did play 1 EFL Cup game, scored in that and assisted and played a total of 24 minutes. So you look at it this way, really, he's not really done much in terms of what's required for Brandon Hanlan to go from Wycombe to Wrexham. I just don't think, for me, it's possibly the striker that we need, but I am proper critiqued on things and stuff like that. He is 26 years of age, so I suppose he's got that going for him, but with the situation that we're in at the moment, I think, you know, in terms of having, like, Bickerstaff potentially going out on loan or Billy Waters leaving the club, I mean, it is what it is in that sense of form. So if you look at it, Brandon Hanlan is around 5'9", 5'10", so he's going to come in, he's going to potentially do the business until Paul Mullen comes back, but that does mean that Billy Waters or Jake Bickerstaff, either one of them, will have to go out, whether it's a permanent deal or loan deal. But I think, I don't know, Bickerstaff has done enough for me at the moment to warrant that, but I think with him being young and stuff, he probably needs to find a... I don't know, I think it's controversial me saying he needs to go out, but I think at the same time, if I had to choose between one or the other, I'd probably ship Billy Waters out, but at the same time, no, I wouldn't make Bickerstaff their choice striker. It's one of them. I just think if Brandon Hanlan does come in, Jake Bickerstaff's probably going to go out, and it would make sense of, obviously, Bickerstaff being a young lad and probably needing that extra bit of experience as well. Now, the 300k in, well, it's including add-ons, so it depends what the add-ons are, really, whether he scores X amount of goals. But, I mean, he's not really done the business for Wycombe. It doesn't look too enticing for me, but I think at this stage in the moment of time, I'd rather have someone like Brandon Hanlan over Kabongo Shamanga. It just would make sense as he's more experienced within the Football League. I don't know how that would fit in terms of, would he be registered to play tomorrow against Tranmere Rovers? I don't know. I mean, it's such a big game to be involved in, and to have someone like Brandon Hanlan involved, it just would make sense, and it'd be something that's a massive improvement in the long run anyway. Now, if you look at the bigger situation of things as well, you know, I am expecting a couple of departures because of the squad size. You know, rumour has it anyway, there's a couple of arrivals happening today. Brandon Hanlan, supposedly one of them. Now, that isn't confirmed, the Hanlan is one of them, but from reports and what people are saying at the moment, it is looking like Brandon Hanlan to Wrexham for 300,000, I think it is, including add-ons, is set to be in stone. Now, what is your thoughts on Brandon Hanlan to Wrexham? And for me, personally, obviously, I've given my thoughts, but there's one more thing I need to give thoughts on, and that is Brandon Hanlan's injury history. So the last thing to comment on is Brandon Hanlan's injury history and his suspensions and things like that. From what I can see on Transfer Market, it looks like his injury history is clean. His suspensions and stuff are clean. For me, he's experienced. He's 26 years of age. I understand that, but I think there's... I say, whether it's a panic buy or not, we don't know. Whether he's going to settle in or not, I don't know. I've not seen much of him, but statistic-wise, he doesn't look brilliant. Whether he offers more on the pitch, it's something, obviously, I don't know. But for me, I don't know. It's one of them signings that you look at and go, well, statistically, he's not done too brilliantly at the clubs he's been at. You know, you've got to look at it in that bigger picture as well, in the sense of statistics do speak volumes, but statistically, compared to the fight that he has on the pitch, it obviously spells two different things, if I'm honest. But it's one of them, really. You know, you look at it and he's played like 85 games, scored 12 goals, 9 assists for Wickham. Then it was like 84 games, 16 goals, 6 assists for Gillingham. 49 games for Bristol Rovers and 9 goals, 2 assists. 23 games with 7 goals and 3 assists for Bromley. 20 games and 2 goals for Colchester, and 15 games and nothing as recorded for Charlton Athletic. So, as I say, his goal record's not too brilliant, but whether he offers more on that pitch, which could allow Ollie Palmer, because Ollie Palmer's looking sharp at the moment as well, to score goals and stuff like that. It's, you know, it's something that obviously we don't know of. I think for me as well, probably going into this, if you're going to get rid of people and if it's right for them, I'd probably bring in maybe one more tall striker. It's harsh on Dalby, it really is, but I think when he's not starting games, he's coming off the bench, he's not really offering much. But there's plenty of factors that can go into that, and listen, football's a weird game, it's all about opinions. I'm sat here giving my opinion. Obviously, I encourage a debate within the comments section. It can be controversial at times, but, you know, it is what it is. Everyone's got their thoughts. But what do you think of Brandon Hanlan to Wrexham? Let me know in the comments section down below. Is the fee reported really worth it, including the add-ons and things like that? And what do you reckon the add-ons would be? But yeah, transfer deadline day, more videos to come at you throughout the duration of the day. But make sure you like, subscribe, and tap that bell for more notifications, as it looks like we're only just getting started, baby. And I'll see you guys on another video at some point today.